Hello children. In our last video, we discussed about computer virus and what does a computer virus do, about hackers and crackers, and how does a computer virus spread in your computer. Like that, all details we discussed in our last video. Hope you all watched that video. And today we are going to discuss about different types of computer virus and about antivirus, how to detect virus in your system. These all details we'll discuss in this video. Hope you remember the definition of computer virus. So a computer virus is a code or program which is capable to affect your computer data and corrupting and destroying your entire system. And computer virus, almost all computer virus are capable to make its duplicate copies, and it will spread in your system. Spread means not only in one drive or one folder, it is capable to spread in all the drive, even your hard disk also. And computer virus is actually a malicious software program. We will call it malware. Sometimes you can see in your system malware detected message. You can see once you scan the system, or if you insert the pen drive, if virus is there in that pen drive, you can see malware detected. That means virus already entered in your system, and it will make its own duplicate copy and itself by modifying other computer programs and inserting its own code. And infected computer programs may include data files or even the boot sector of the hard drive. In hard drive only we will save in your operating system software. So almost all computer viruses are capable to destroy your operating system also in your hard drive. That means in the boot sector some particular codings are there. It will change that coding. Once if they change the coding, your entire system will get damaged. So now we'll discuss about types of computer viruses. A computer virus is one type of malware that insert its virus code to multiply itself by alerting the computer programs and applications. The computer gets infected through the replication of malicious code. Computer viruses come in different forms to infect the system in different ways. We can't tell only inserted by the pen drive the virus enter inside the computer. Like that we can't predict in which way it will enter in your system. It infected the system in different ways. So some of the most common type of computer viruses are here. First is boot sector virus. We already discussed. It will infect your hard disk, and it is very challenging and complex task to remove this virus, and often it may require the system to be formatted. You know what is formatted? Once if you formatted the system, your entire data will lose. Mostly it spreads through removable media. Removable media means your pen drive is the first removable media. Then so always scan your pen drive before open your pen drive in the system. Next is direct action virus. This is also called non-resident virus. It gets installed or stays hidden in your computer memory. It stays attached to the specific type of files that it infects. It does not affect the user experience and system's performance, but it will stay in your computer memory. Next is resident virus. Unlike direct action virus, resident virus get installed on the computer. It is difficult to identify the virus, and it is even difficult to remove a resident virus. So the next virus, from the name itself you can identify, it spreads through multiple ways. It infects both the boot sector and executable files at the same time. Next is polymorphic virus. These type of viruses are very difficult to identify with a traditional antivirus program. This is because the polymorphic virus alerts its signature pattern whenever it replicates. So this type of viruses are very dangerous type of viruses. We can't remove the virus with our antivirus software. Or overwrite virus. This type of virus deletes all the files that it includes. That means whenever the virus enter in your system, there is a chance to delete your contents or files permanently. The only possible mechanism to remove this to delete the infected files, and the end user has to lose all the content in it. Identifying the overwrite virus is very difficult. It spreads through emails. So overwrite virus will, there is a chance to enter in your system through emails. That means once you use the net, chances there this type of viruses will enter in your system. Next is space filler virus. This is also known as cavity virus. Cavity virus means it will fill up the empty spaces between the code and hence does not cause any damage to your files. Wherever it will get space, empty space between your code, there it will fill. This type of space filler virus. So these all major type of computer viruses we can consider within three different terms: worms, Trojan horse and bombs. So previously we discussed about different types of viruses. So we will conclude that all viruses with the three different terms. First one is worms. What is worms? Worms means we already said it will, some viruses have the capacity to replicate itself. That type of viruses we can conclude in worms. Then it is self-contained and hence does not need to be a part of another program to propagate itself. To replicate this type of virus, it will replicate itself. It does not need any help from any program or software. Once if it enter in your system, it will spread across your system. Next is Trojan horse. Trojan horse means it is not actually a virus. It will enter in your system. However, there is a possibility that virus program may remain concealed in the Trojan horse. It is not exactly a virus as it cannot replicate itself. That type of viruses we can call as Trojan horse. Next is bomb. Bombs are also this type of Trojan horse virus, but it is similar to Trojan horse, but logic bombs have some speciality also. These include a timing device. In our last video we discussed about some viruses in that programmer already built some date and timing to that particular virus, means that particular program. Whenever that particular date and time will achieve, then that virus will activate. After that date and time, it will automatically disappear. That type of viruses are called bombs. So bombs is similar to Trojan horse, but logic bombs have some speciality. These includes a timing device and hence it will go off only at the particular date and time. Next we are going to discuss about how does virus affect. Let us discuss in what ways a virus can affect your computer system. The different ways are by downloading files from internet, using removable media or drive, using pen drive, and through some email attachments, and through unpatched software and services, through unprotected poor administrator passwords. These all are the different ways there is a chance to affect in your system. Virus will affect your system. So whenever you will use these methods in your system, you should be very careful. And what are the impacts of the virus? It will, you all know, when once if the virus enter in your computer, what is going to be happen? It will disrupts the normal functionality of your computer system and your network usage. Sometimes some viruses can modify your system configuration and settings, and your data will affect, and computer network resources will infect, and some confidential data. Sometimes there is a chance to lose your confidential data, or only you can see the folder. Inside you can't see the content. These all are the impacts of virus. Next is about virus detection. The most fundamental method of detection of virus is to check the functionality of your computer system. That means the system will slow, it will turn on very slowly. Once you try to double click and open any file or folder, it won't open very fastly. Like that we can understand some viruses affected in our computer. A virus affected computer does not take any commands properly. However, if there is antivirus software in your computer system, then it can easily check programs and files on a system for virus signature. Then virus preventive measures. A computer system can be protected from virus through the following methods. Installation of an effective antivirus software. Effective antivirus software means the many antivirus softwares are, we can download free versions. That and all, it won't protect your system very well. Then patching up operating system, patching up the client software, highly secured password you can insert, and use of firewalls. I know you don't know about the firewalls. It's a new term for you. So in our next video, we will discuss about this very detail. So these are the common signs. You can understand virus infected your system. That means more times the pop-up messages will come in your desktop. What is pop-up messages? Small message in your system, right corner, some small messages will pop up. Otherwise, once you open any drive or folders, some messages will show. Like that we can understand virus infected your system. And computer starts work very extremely slowly. Then some applications, previously it was working and currently it is not working, that particular application. Then also you can understand some virus affected your system. Then internet is working, your network signal, everything fine, but then also your internet is working very slowly. Sometimes some functions won't work. Like that also we can identify virus affected your system. These are some most popular and very effective antivirus. Anyway, we will use internet and we will use pen drive. That is mandatory. We can't completely restrict. I won't use the internet connection, I won't use the pen drive. Nowadays it's mandatory to use these type of things, but we should be very careful about the virus and try to install very effective and very good antivirus in your system before using internet connection and or using your pen drive. You should use very effective antivirus. You should install very effective antivirus in your system. So children, hope you all understood about what is virus, what are the different types of virus, what are the different ways the virus will enter in your system, and how to protect your system once the virus attack your system, and how we can make out that. Then how to protect your system using very popular and most effective antiviruses. All these details we discussed with two videos. We have part 1 video and part 2 video about virus, computer virus. So watch both videos, try to understand about computer virus and protect your system from virus attack. Thank you children. We'll continue with some other topic.